So today we are here with Carmen 16.
Hello.
The first thing on the list is, who are all of you guys alone?
I'm Vinny. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Rain. I'm guitar.
I'm David. I do guitar and vocals.
I'm Josh. I play drums.
My name is Cyrus, and I'm the bassist.
My first question to them is, how did you guys get your name and what is it from?
That's for David.
This is
You should Google it.
Is there a musician or another band that you guys look up to?
For me, I mean, I'm always gonna say Norma Jean or either Norma Jean or Bring Me the Horizon for sure, which is like, yeah, I don't know. Well, I think the main influences in our writing that we've really been inspired by recently are like Alexis on Fire and Sawtooth Grin for sure. But personally for me, Yaphet Kotto is like my favorite band ever, and I really just like strive to kind of like paint a picture of like emotion that they kind of are able to do, and that's kind of what I really look up to when it comes to songwriting and stuff.
I'd say like a lot of influences for this band specifically have been like Jerome's Dream, like Shin Guard and stuff like that. But you know, as I've progressed as a drummer, for sure, Converge especially has been a big influence, and as a drummer in general, definitely Zach Hill for sure.
I don't think I have particular influences when it comes to my playing in this band, but if you would have to ask me what's a band I look up to,
Yeah.
Number 12 looks like you for sure.
That's some real shit though, because like our homies are like hella inspirational to us.
Yeah.
Like I know that was low-key a joke, but yeah. And then what everybody else said. What? Not like maybe for ourselves, but you know,
I was just gonna say I probably wouldn't have been in a band if it weren't for my band.
oh hell yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite venue that you like to play at?
Oh, shit.
I mean, I really like Stay Gold. Stay Gold's really fun.
Stagold's like
Stay Gold's fun because it's like long and there's like, I don't know, and it's also like wide enough for people to still pit and shit, but it's like, yeah, I don't know.
it's also like hella people always show up.
Yeah, when there's a lot of people and it's like really packed, like it looks really packed. I don't know. I think my favorite venue that we played personally was Thrill House, even though it was like really cramped and there was like a giant puddle in the middle of the floor because it was raining and it was leaking. But yeah, no, not usually. But that was just really special to me because I was going to shows there for a really long time before I ever played in a band, and like that was also Issa's last show with us, and it was just like it was a very cathartic experience playing there.
I think Thrill House has definitely been the favorite place that we've played at. I think one of my favorite places that I've ever played at was like Bottom of the Hill because of like all the cats in the back part.
yeah, that place is nice.
Yeah.
Two of our first shows were at the Tamarack and Street Level Cycles.
Yeah,
Those were two of our coolest shows.
Street Level Cycles for real. When the sun sets and you hear like some emo ass music and the sun, it's like the most like it's such a vibe. It's like yeah. But also Thrill House, even though like you're gonna fuck up your shit because it's so tight. It's also just hella intimate. There's hella people.
Cyrus
like,
got electrocuted a little bit.
Cyrus did low-key get electrocuted.
Yeah, it's on my head back there as well.
Okay, so with you guys' latest album, what is the theme that you guys were trying to convey?
This is for these guys. I wasn't a part of the writing. Oh yeah. Okay.
You wrote
well, I don't know. Like, I was listening to a lot of Yaphet Kotto, a lot of Planes Mistaken for Stars, like the early stuff, and like a lot of like Number 12 Looks Like You, and like just kind of like MySpace, kind of like moshy shit. And I kind of just wanted to like combine that kind of like emo core, like melodic sound with that kind of like those kinds of breakdowns and like noisier stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I think we were all kind of going through some like transitional periods in our lives and stuff, and I think the EP kind of is a reflection of that. But I think if we did it again, we would have recorded it very differently.
That's like the best answer, honestly. Like, I don't even know what else we would have to say.
I mean, me personally, with the parts that I wrote for that, I definitely just tried to encapsulate just like a bunch, like the crazy shit I could fit into like a small part, just to like make you really say what the fuck, you know. That's the short answer for me.
I mean, like, it's a little pretentious, but I wanted to title it "This Is Surgery" because I felt like it was kind of like cutting into like the Bay Area like punk hardcore scene with something a little new and like kind of different from the norm. Yeah, thematically as well. And also it's a line from a Since by Man song, which are another big inspiration for me.
You guys were talking about how you guys had all these different ideas when it came to the album being created. Have you guys ever had any disagreements when it comes to making music? And if so, how do you guys deal with that?
We usually just do what David tells us to do. No, I'm joking. No, but we usually it's like very democratic. We low-key just vote. If there's a disagreement between more than two of us, then we'll like take a vote on who wants what more. So we're trying to be as collaborative, even though David is our primary songwriter. When it comes to like changes and stuff, we try to be as collaborative as possible.
Say something about that because for the EP, I wrote like most of it, but I'm a lot more excited about our new stuff, and I like it a lot more because our writing process has become a lot more collaborative, and especially like Rain and Cyrus, like we all kind of just like meld our like ideas together to create these new songs, and I think they have a lot more personality.
With disagreements and stuff, definitely like a vote is kind of how it usually goes. I mean, we always have our stupid like goofy arguments, I think every band does, you want to comment on that?
I mean, sure, sometimes opinions are stronger than the democratic process and thereby overpass it in our processes. However, when that happens, a compromise is what we have to come to. Yeah. And I think we're all relatively level-headed, so it's not like we're going to start killing each other. Relatively.
We also we like to try shit out. Like if there are two conflicting, not even conflicting, but different ideas, we play them before we actually make a decision on them.
And a lot of the time, it'll end up that we'll like something that we thought we didn't like in theory, and then we put it in practice, and then we all go with it.
Yeah, it's important to try some shit if you can try it.
So you said goofy stuff. We're gonna move on to some more fun questions. And for this one, whenever you guys just go to shows, and I know you guys have to eat, so when it comes to snacks, who has the worst snack taste out of all of you guys?
Cyrus be snacking like my mom. Like he be eating like dried fruit and like nuts and shit. Like hella. Like he always like he'll be at my house and he like raids my like mom's like Trader Joe's ass snacks.
I'll be getting like food that's close to David's house usually, so I'll get like a burrito from like Gordo's, or I'll get like Dave's hot chicken. I'll be getting Dave's hot chicken. Yeah.
I associate it with you.
Yeah, I don't like that. They know me there. I don't like it.
Yeah, high key, our practices are fueled by Dave's Hot Chicken, Gordo's, and Talavera. We get burritos or pizza twist, chicken tikka masala pizza with the mango lassies. Facts. Yeah, that's what runs our practices pretty much. Without that, we're not having a sufficient practice. We're not being productive. We're all getting mad at each other and bickering. We need food.
If we don't eat during practice, it gets bad. Like we start yelling at each other and shit.
People kind of get surprised by this, or they either are not surprised at all. But like bananas are like one of the most important things you can eat as a drummer.
There's some internal band politics about Talavera versus Gordo's.
Yeah, there are.
There
some strong opinions.
If you guys had a band that you could switch with, like an entire band, who like switch lives? Who would it be? Who would y'all switch with?
Oh shit!
And why?
Damn, this is a question I wasn't expecting at all. I would probably say like I would have switched lives with the Beatles. Does it have to be a current like band? Okay, yeah, definitely the Beatles. That would have been cool to like just to like experience like how like what they felt and shit. I don't know. It would have been cool.
I don't know. I think being in a band like Native Nod or Still Life would have been really interesting because
it was kind of this like new wave of like emotional punk rock or whatever that was kind of like shunned by the rest of like the punk and hardcore like community. So I don't know. I think it would have been really like strange to be in one of those bands and like kind of experience that like kind of like controversy on like is like emo punk rock or not, you know?
Yeah. I'd say probably it's kind of like a more obscure band, but like definitely something like Elizabeth Colorwheel in their when they were writing the album Nocebo. I'm very curious to how that was going like in that band. So if I could switch lives with them during that time, that'd be pretty crazy.
I think I'd switch lives with a member of Dance Gavin Dance pre-Death Star album so that I could say some really messed up things to Johnny Craig and then treat Kurt Travis like the absolute angel he is.
Oh, wait. I want to change my answer to Sonic Youth, self-explanatory.
So if you guys could pick non-hardcore, non-emo, anything, artists to collaborate with, who would it be?
Oh, Will be the bass god.
Dude. I'm going to say it. Two Hollis. I have to go with Jack Zebra.
Oh, that's a good.
Hardest to collaborate with, they don't respond to you type thing, or like
No, just like a non-hardcore artist to collaborate with. Like on a song.
I'd probably say hold on, you say yours first. Let me think.
I'm trying to get that Pink Panthers feature real quick.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with that too, bro.
If you guys had a mascot for your band, an animal mascot, what would it be?
I'm probably going to have different answers, but like low-key, a zebra.
That's like low-key a really good answer.
Yeah,
I feel like we like it would be like in between like a mouse and a lion, so it would be like a regular house cat.
No, like a palace cat or like a lynx or something.
Not too luxurious though.
Yeah, no, like like a wildcat that isn't like a giant wildcat.
Probably like a like some type of like weird like electric eel or some shit.
Actually, or
Like
like an
it's-
axolotl.
Nah, not even like an eel, because it's like it could you think it's a fish, and then that shit electrocutes you, bro.
Wait, that's a good answer. That's the answer. Yeah, that's the best answer.
I fuck with the pygmy marmoset.
Yes, bro. I don't know what that is.
They're really small.
Whenever it comes to performing, what is one thing that you want people to take away from your sets?
I want people like personally, especially for like the newer stuff, to like see how like I guess like heavy but like also like melodic Carmen really is. Like I mean honestly like with like the EP and stuff when like they wrote that, obviously like Port of Alicante, that's like a perfect example. But like I feel like the newer stuff is also just a lot like it's a lot more representative of what Carmen is now. So
Like sonically, we want you to come to a Carmen show and like hear some shit you never heard before type shit, or that you might not have heard before. Even if we hella like do have influences, it's not like we're trying to like reinvent the wheel, but we hella want to just like make it something interesting, something memorable type shit, and like that's.
I don't know. I just like when I go on stage and I play and stuff, I just kind of have a hope that people can maybe like find some kind of like comfort or like relation just to like what they're hearing, and like I don't know, like there's a lot of like melody and a lot of like dissonance, and like I don't know, I think like a lot of people can relate to that in terms of just like life, or I hope so at least.
I think like sonically, I want people to be like surprised, and that's usually what I'm going for. Like surprised as fuck, honestly.
Yeah, on some similar shit. Like I feel like the Bay Area is kind of conquered by a very specific hardcore type of sound, and so for our performances, I just want you to be interested enough by what you see to go look at our Spotify page.
You know, whether you like it or not, you know.
Yeah, type shit.
Also, fuck rape culture, bro. Hardcore. We stand against everything that represents.
Exactly.
I third this.
Okay, well, that was Carmen 16, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.